behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up in just a moment. But don't forget about that subscribe button and the bell if you haven't done so yet. You're always going to get notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section if you like. And pay attention to the description part of this interview because it will have content info for you. And the same info is going to be at the closing credits at the end of the show, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Glasgow, Scotland, we have DJ Roko with us today. Very talented DJ, and I know you're going to love him. And we're going to get to that in just a second, but here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show and TLC Travel Agency. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
The Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix, is a 2-hour show playing independent and mainstream country music you know and love. Be sure to check it out at thecadengordonshow.com for more information on the show.
Ever thought about owning your own business? Tanya Lapsley-Cockett did. She decided a little over 5 years ago that she was going to be an entrepreneur, so she started her travel business. Tanya is married and works a full-time job. Her business has given her amazing opportunities. Not only does she get to help people create memories by booking their vacations, sporting and entertainment tickets, rental cars, etc., but it has also allowed her to help other families create legacy income. The travel industry is extremely lucrative and is an $8 trillion industry. The travel industry is projected to earn in excess of $15 trillion over the next 10 years. The travel industry pays its professionals up to 70 to 80% commission on the travel that they book for themselves and their clients. As a travel business owner, Tanya books travel and teaches others how to own and operate their own travel business. She is a director in training on the marketing side of her business, where she has helped over 90 families start their own businesses. If you're interested in owning your own travel business, please contact Tanya at 917-743-1199 or at ladytlc3555@me.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Glasgow, Scotland, we have DJ Roko with us today. Thanks for joining us, DJ.
Hi, Paul. How's things? You okay?
Yeah, it's glad to have you here today.
Glad to be on the show.
Yeah, no problem. Have you always wanted to be a DJ? That you just kind of fall into it? Tell us a little story.
It's a bit of a story to it, Paul. To be fair, I mean, when I was younger, I got diagnosed with dyslexia, and when I was about 7, and I got bullied a lot at school when I was younger. So I sort of, as I got a bit older, I got into sort of playing keyboards and sort of synthesizers, that sort of thing. And then from that, I sort of decided to, well, look, I want to try and go on to DJing at sort of 17. Because obviously, as you can imagine, when you're being bullied, your confidence gets knocked about and it goes with you for a long time. So I decided to do that. I thought, well, you know what I'm going to do? I saw people, DJs doing this. I think I want to have a go at that. And I did. And so at 17, I started sort of doing that, being DJ. And I really enjoyed it. And it also boosted my confidence up a little bit, to be fair. The fact that obviously, when your confidence is really that low, you're out there playing to a crowd and you can see the buzz of people happy, dancing, really enjoying what you're doing, that really sort of got me into it. So from that point then, I just doing DJing, clubs, bars, everything. And that's how I got into DJing, is from that point really, is the fact that, I had this confidence issue and I thought, right, this is something I'm interested because look, I can do that. you know. So I did that. That's how I got into DJing. So that's the first part of what I got into. And then obviously from that point, then I progressed into basically writing music. So I started songwriting. You know, back in like the 90s, I was doing a load of songwriting. I had artists working with me, and I just done lots of songwriting, and you know, went into recording studios, done albums, done all that sort of stuff. Which I really enjoy, and I still enjoy. I think it's great. I think it's great to do something which, you know, you can see people listening to, and even dancing to, you know, and you think, wow, you know, you know, people enjoying what I do as much as I enjoy it. So yes, that's the sort of story on that, really, where I've come from.
Mm. Well, that's quite the story there, and I know that you've been doing this a long time, and I know you love DJing, and I hope you have a few more years at least left of your being a DJ, and I guess we'll see how that goes. I guess, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, I mean, you know, been doing DJing a long time, and because now I've been writing music as well. I'm sort of running that alongside. So the fact that basically I'm actually producing my own stuff and writing my own stuff, you know, and it's just great. The fact that, you know, I'm releasing music now. Obviously we've got the platforms to do that as an independent artist. You've got that platform to do that with the technologies available. It's just basically unreal, the fact you can do anything. I mean, in the old days, you were limited to what you could do. Record companies, you know, that was it. If you got into a record company, all well and good. I've had knockbacks, of course. So basically, I decided I'm on my own. I'm going to do what I enjoy doing. You know, if people enjoy what I do, it's brilliant, and that's what I've done. So I've got a new album coming out, which I'm working on. So yeah, I just enjoy doing what I do. You know, I'm just a normal guy. I'm trying to get my music out there to the world. I know there's a lot of people in the USA that are listening to my stuff. Got a big following. I've got, you know, my music or my new release is on radio stations throughout the world. I've got a company that's promoting it for me, and there's a load of radio stations that I'm working through at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me a little bit about your influences. I mean, not necessarily just DJs, but do you have any artists that you really come to mind that helped influence you?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like saying, I mean, going back a few years, I mean, you know, like in like the 80s and the late 80s, I mean, my sort of influences were the synthesizer age. You know, when it first came out, I mean, you got the likes of Kraftwerk when it first they came out. There was Depeche Mode, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, Human League, all that sort of stuff. Which, you know, I thought I loved it. It's you know, it's the beginning of that digital age where it's crafting stuff from electronic music, and that's what it was. Synthesizers were electronic music, and with the analog synths and all that, the beautiful sounds you could get out of them, you know, it's just, I just loved it, and that's where I really got the sort of influences from, is that really. And then obviously later on, when you're listening to DJs, I mean, back in like the late 80s, you had like Frankie Knuckles, and all that really, that influenced house music and all that. And then obviously up to today's date, you've got Carl Cox, you've got David Guetta, you've got Calvin Harris. You know, I love Calvin Harris. You know, Tiesto, you love him. I just love all that sort of stuff, all linked to electronic music.
Mm. Yeah, you know, you mentioned Depeche Mode, Human League, and I hadn't thought about those bands in quite some time, but I remember liking a lot of their stuff, and so I can see definitely why you would, look up to those bands. Um, well, why don't you tell us a little bit about how we can find your music? I mean, I know your stuff is on YouTube, but are you on streaming media? Are you on
Yeah,
Facebook?
of course. I mean, I'm on all streaming platforms, download platforms. I've got a website, DJRokoRevelation.net.
Mhm.
There's my music you can download on there as well. I'm on all the social platforms, you know, Instagram, at DJ Roko 01527. That's my page on there. Yeah, I'm you know, everything, the streaming platforms I'm on there, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, all of them. I'm on there.
Okay. Well, everybody, check out the social media sites, streaming sites, official website he just said, and I know he's really going to love you for that. And we're getting ready to play this video in just a moment or so. It's called Heaven, I do believe. Tell us the story about this song. I mean, everybody would like to hear that, I think.
Yeah, sure, thanks. Yeah, well, what it was, I mean, like saying, going back to the production, you know, I've been doing a lot of samples with vocal work. So I basically got the sample. I listened to the sample. I thought, I like that. I like the vocal work. It's very soulful. To me, it was soulful listening to the vocal. And I thought, well, you know, that there's something there. There's something there in the vocal. I really like that. So then I sort of progressed. I sort of got rid of all the background noise, you know, all that sort of stuff, got rid of some of the instruments out of it. And I used that vocal. And then I set that vocal down. Then I started integrating the beats, you know, the bass drum, the snare drum, all the hats, all that to create this sort of mood, happy mood, which I was trying to achieve. And then I obviously put the bass line in there. I did with the keyboards. I did all that, and then obviously putting different various effects in there, which I created that. And really, it was a song which I thought, well, it's a happy song. It's a song for people to listen to, and hopefully, you know, like a loving song, which that's pretty much what I've got the video, what I've made. It's about people joining together and being happy, and I think we need some of that in this world, in this today age, to be fair. And that's what I've done. I just want people just to be happy, you know, as much as I am. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing that. Like I said, you know, I've got other tunes out as well. But this one, to me, you know, I really love this tune. I've got my heart set on this tune, and I really hope it does well.
Mm. Well, it is a great song. I've heard it a couple of times, and I know everyone out there, I know you're going to love it too. And we'll get to this song in a minute, but DJ Roko, want to thank you so much for coming on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. Maybe we'll have you back on again.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much, Paul. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, Heaven by DJ Roko. It begins right now.